محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. Ar-Radd, which means return or redistribution. As we mentioned before, this is the opposite of awl. In awl, the shares of a state became short of the shares of the inheritors. But here, the shares of the estate, some shares of the estate remained after distribution to the sharer. So it means the obligatory shares exceed the total shares of the estate. That is called awl. And increment in the portions of the fortunes and a diminution in shares is called radd. The detail is, when the obligatory shares are given to the deserving sharers, but still some shares remained, having no any residue to take it, then it will be redistributed to the same sharers in proportion to their shares. This is the mazhab of majority of Sahaba. The Malikites and Shafi'is of ancient time, they were not in favor of radd. Now they are. They adopted the fiqh of Hanafiya and Hanbalites. So they said at that time that the remaining shares will go to the Baytul Mal. Got it?
Yes.
Shafi'is and Malikites, they said that the remaining shares will go to the Baytul Mal, but now no more. Huh? Yes, yes, I know. But this is a difficult subject, so we have to repeat it. That's why I said that, as I said before. In the beginning I said it, but you missed that word. But now there is no justified Baytul Mal, so that's why the Shafi'is and the Malikites, they have given fatwa based on the mazhab of Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal. Now, where from the concept of radd came? Implicitly, it came from the ayah of Holy Quran. وَأُولُو الْأَرْحَامِ بَعْضُهُمْ أَوْلَى بِبَعْضٍ فِي كِتَابِ اللَّهِ. Surah number 8, ayah number 75. Ulul Arham are bound by blood relation. They are prior to one another in the book of Allah. So, Abu Hanifa and Ahmad said, rahimahumullah, that sharers are more nearer to the deceased than the Baitul Mal. Baitul Mal is too far. Who is sharer to deceased? The sharers. But the word Ulul Arham does not include the spouses. So that's why there is no return to them. They are taking their 1/4 or 1/8 or half or 1/4, whatever their share is, and that's it. That's what the basic mazhab of Abu Hanifa and Ahmad ibn Hanbal is. Regarding Rad, there is a hadith that a lady came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We mentioned this hadith. And she said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that I had gifted a slave girl to my mother. Later on she died. My mother died. And that slave girl was there, which is a property. So what is the case of that slave girl? Prophet ﷺ says, for gift, your reward is proven with Allah. And the girl is begged to you as inheritance. So now here the Prophet ﷺ did not say that you are the daughter, so half of the girl is begged to you. But he said, the girl is begged to you as an inheritor, because the mother did not have any other share, but only this daughter. Got it? And Imam Malik and Imam Shafi, they based their mazhab on a hadith narrated by Abu Dawood and Tirmidhi, narrated by Abu Umama radiyallahu ta'ala an. Abu Umama Bahili, he is known for relation from Sahaba. There are a few they are very famous in narration. So one is Abu Umama al-Bahili radiyallahu ta'ala an. So he says that the Prophet said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Inna Allah qad a'ata kulla zi haqqin haqqa. Allah la wasiyyata liwaris. That verily Allah has given every deserving person his due right in property. So there is no will for an inheritor. So they say, Ata kulla zi haqqin haqqa. Allah has given every deserving one his due share in the property, and that is what is mentioned there in ayah. That's what they say. How I explain the hadith. That's how they explain the hadith. And they said this extra as a return which goes to them, that is just like a will. And Prophet ﷺ said, Allah, la wasiyata liwaris. There is no will in favor of inheritor. As in the very beginning of science of inheritance, we had mentioned there in the chapter of wasiyah and will, that someone who is taking his due share from the property of the deceased, if he has made an extra will for that guy, so that is null and void. Yes or not? Because he is taking his due share. So that's called muhabat. That's called what? Muhabat, nepotism. What? Muhabat, nepotism. And there is no room for nepotism when somebody is there on deathbed, or the thing is becoming due after his death. Yes? Because the will would be implemented after the death or before death. After the death. So right at the moment when the person died, so the ayat jumped. Who jumped? The ayat of Quran jumped there. That one portion to that one, that one portion to that one, that one portion to that one. So there is no room for will. There is no room for will. That will come after that. Will come after that. So you will see that much is for that one, that much is for. So in favor of whom he has made a will, he is one of them or not. So if he is one of them that he is taking a share, so he is dropped out. Got it? If he has made a will in favor of someone who is not taking share of, then that is something else. That is something. That is before this inheritance. That's what? Before this inheritance. But in case of inheritor, the will come after the inheritance. So if he is taking his due share, so nothing is there for him as a will. Because nepotism, that is not allowed in Sharia. You correct nepotism? Yes. Got it? To give extra favor to your relative illegally. If legally, that is not nepotism. Got it? And for example, if an ad came in newspaper from some government offices, and the government official, based on qualification, gave that post to his brother or to his son or to his... So that is not called nepotism. Because that was the requirement of the post, and he is eligible for that. He is deserving for that. But if his son or brother is not deserving and he deprived the deserving people and gave the post to him, that's called nepotism. That would be challenged. That would be challenged. And in a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that is the base of that there is no room for nepotism. That man a'ta za qarabatin muhabatan lam yajid araf al-jannah aw kama qala alayhi salatu wassalam. Man a'ta, the Prophet ﷺ is saying very little, but you can write a specific book on that. Man a'ta za qarabatin muhabatan lam yajid araf al-jannah. That whosoever gave something from national exchequer, from what? From national exchequer, muhabatan, because of nepotism, no deserving, no eligibility, no qualification. So Prophet ﷺ says he will not have the fragrance of Jannah. Because by doing so, he has deprived another one who was eligible for it. He was deserving for it. Got it? But if there are, for example, one post, one seat, and 10, 15 people applied for, and all of them they are applied for. All of them, they applied. Now that is up to the authority, whether they are taking a contesting examination, or test of them, or legally they can give it to one of them, because the requirement is there. So now that is a room for the authority to pick and choose. And for that pick and choose, yes, they are looking for references. They are looking for what? For references. Sheikh Muhammad said of this brother. Yes, and he is requirements are there. Yes, he is qualified for, he gave it to. So then that is not nepotism. Got it? Nepotism when he is not deserving and qualified for. The only qualification is he is related to you, or he is your friend, or son of your friend, or something like that. Got it? So not only that you deprived an eligible person, but you provided an amana to ineligible person as well. So that's a combination of a few sins. Combination of a few sins. Now after that sin, lot of sins will be coming. He is not eligible. He will destroy that post and the requirement of the post. Every day he will be committing a crime, and that will go in your waraqai a'mal. Yes, you will be having free credit for no reason. Yeah. Free credit. Reason is there, but for no reason. You will not be aware of on the day of judgment, you will get it. That this one, the guy you appointed, he did all this mess. You are responsible for that. Got it? And that is something in Pakistan, yeah, that accountability started. So many big shots, they are in jail. Yes, that you have given this post to such and such. His degree is fake. His degree is fake. And you get, so now you have to test the jail. Yes. And the prisoner, not only that, whatever being paid to that guy, that was illegal. You have to pay it back to the national exchequer. Got it? So, there's something reasonable. Yes or not? Yes. Reasonable or not?
Yes.
Reasonable, yes. So anyhow, Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he included the spouses in redistribution as well. But Ibn Abbas says, no redistribution to the spouses or to grandmother. So if there are sharers of only one type, and they are deserving for radd, and no spouse of the deceased exists, no spouse of the deceased exists, then the adjustment of the estate may be made equal to the number of the heirs. Like the deceased left behind two groups of heirs. So then whatever their share is, so then it would be distributed in the same way. And furthermore, inshallah, وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه